Quick, drop a like in this video in the next 5 seconds if you want to receive the free Season 3 Battle Pass gift off Epic Games. Do you want a free gift or cosmetic from the item shop?
Yes.
Well, you're in luck as I'm now gifting new or old subscribers every day, so make sure to hit the big red button and also let me know in the comments your Epic Games ID so I can send you your free gift. And if you subscribe right now, you potentially could be our 1.7 millionth subscriber. Also, don't forget to use code FriendlyMachine in the item shop if you buy anything or gift anybody else, and let me know in the comments down below if you have done this so I can heart it to show my appreciation for supporting the channel. As I'm sure you're all aware from it flooding social media, Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2 has been extended yet again. Initially it was meant to end on April 30th as shown on the Battle Pass timer from what I had recorded all the way back when, and then it got extended till June 4th, which people were unhappy about considering this was over a month later. Now it's got extended yet again for the third time as previously mentioned, kind of resembling what happened in Chapter 2 Season 1 where it lasted 128 days, but this extension, the third one, is only lasting another week, which allows everybody time to obviously, as Epic Games also stated, max out their Battle Pass and basically unlock all the selectable styles for our Battle Pass skins and lock in our one determined final style for Midas so we can use her after this season ends. With all of this said, with this not covering everything that you guys can unlock, whether free rewards or hidden, until the end of Season 2, I decided today to go on my fresh brand new account, well, level 4 or 5 anyways, that I used during Winterfest, and give you a guide of all the free rewards we can earn from scratch, perhaps even if you're a level 1 player or just started playing Fortnite literally right now and want some of the cool free rewards contained in Season 2 of Chapter 2. So make sure you're sticking around and watching the full video today, because this video is going to be a complete guide of all the free items, and there's a lot of them that you can earn now until June 11th, 2020. Quickly before we move any further into the video, I'd just like to remind you guys that if we can hit 50,000 item shop supporters using code FriendlyMachine before the release of Season 3, I'm going to be doing a huge 100 Battle Pass gifting spree to my subscribers, so make sure to enter the code now, because if we hit 50,000 item shop supporters, you're 100 times more likely to have the Season 3 Battle Pass gifted personally off me. So the first free item that many of you may not have gotten considering you're playing Team Rumble, in order to try and level up so you can unlock Max Agent Peely in its fully engulfed gold form, the Enlightened variant, is the Victory Royale umbrella for this season that many people like to collect throughout all the seasons that ever have been in Fortnite, and let me know how many you've got in the comment section down below. As you can see, I started playing and got my first victory in Season 3 onwards. Due to skill-based matchmaking being in the game if you're perhaps a high level from constantly playing Team Rumble, which rewards you with the most XP obviously, you may find it hard to go into a solos, duos or squads and actually get a win on the account that you're currently playing on. Well, don't worry, because there's skill-based matchmaking, you can actually manipulate this from having a mobile device, obviously join your game of very low level. As you can see, this account that's joined me is level 12 or level 10 or just above, and if you go into a game now, whether you make this guy host or not, in a game of duos, considering squads has kind of had skill-based matchmaking nerfed, you will notice that the henchmen are actually better than the people playing in-game. A Victory Royale in this kind of lobby is honestly kind of guaranteed, considering, well, you can see how easy I managed to get the win here. I'm trying to trick shot the guy and he literally just dies in the storm. Upon winning your first game, obviously, if you haven't already or just disregarded it due to being a very high level or constantly playing Team Rumble, you will be rewarded with the classified glider. Speaking of free items that many people disregard, obviously we have a ton of items like in every Battle Pass, but now more so than ever, contained in Season 2's Battle Pass. Typically we only see around, I don't know, 10 free items in this particular free section of the Battle Pass anyways, in this old format, but now, from scrolling all the way through this entire Battle Pass, as you can see, I'll put it on screen also, all the rewards, there are 20 in total, in between the region of level 1 and 99. Technically all the rewards are free if you were gifted the Battle Pass, considering you didn't pay any real life money or spend V-Bucks in order to get it, and if this is the case also, considering the last free reward is at level 99, you could honestly unlock Midas from literally starting your account right now if you just simply spend all day every day for the next week, hopping into Team Rumble, looting a particular POI or named location or two, and then leaving, as looting now is the best way to earn XP. Again, applying the factor of if you're gifted the Season 2 Battle Pass, then making it technically free to you, this also then allows you to earn all the free technically Deadpool rewards. You also want to make sure you've earned all these, considering people are speculating a secret week 10 Deadpool reward will be added, being a gold variant to complement this agent or gold Midas turning theme of season 2, but the first challenge, as you can see in the battle bus, is don't thank the bus driver. We didn't thank the bus driver, and when we've landed, this should actually give us the first challenge. An interesting thing I found out about Deadpool's lair is upon entering here on a fresh account, it literally cycles in terms of whatever week you're on throughout your challenges or completion of the challenge sets, as it resets completely, as you can see where I'm at now, to where Deadpool isn't even in here, let alone the area is flooded. So let's go on to our second challenge, being find Deadpool's letter to Epic Games, and here it is. So we've unlocked our very first week 1 reward now. As you can see also, Deadpool is now sat in the toilet, being the second weekly development, but in case you guys are sick of being a default skin or rocking Maya or Agent Peely being 2 of the first skins in the paid battle pass, we can skip ahead right to week 7 as we have a notification at the top saying local Deadpool in your area. Unlock Deadpool now by completing the week 7 challenges. Deadpool is ... 2 challenges away, meaning we don't need to complete all weeks up until week 7, just week 7 challenges, firstly being find Deadpool's 2 pistols. Of course, the first location is on the floor right here, below the challenge table, and then secondly, in Meowscles' agent lair when we go to view this character on the right hand side. Secondly, we simply need to enter the phone booth on Deadpool's yacht to become him, and we're going to hop into a game and do that right now. Finally, now this will allow me to actually have this skin despite obviously wearing an outdated Christmas or Winterfest variant. And upon leaving the game when looking like Deadpool, we will permanently be able to look like him as previously mentioned, as we will have unlocked him from the notification obviously popping up despite us only completing the first week challenges previously prior to this. From going back to Deadpool's lair, obviously considering we skipped a bunch of weeks, we won't have the development of week 7 fully until we actually catch up in the other weekly challenge sets, but now it looks like this when we go to view our challenges, and we can even continue onwards from week 7 into week 8 and then week 9. But we're going to be going and backtracking now and completing all the challenge sets until week 7, so we're in chronological order, being firstly find Deadpool's milk carton, which is literally on the left hand side right here, and once we've done this, all we need to do then is locate the chimichangas around his HQ, and here are all the locations that I'm going to be visiting now. Firstly being underneath the challenge table again, like we had one of Deadpool's pistols, then in Maya's actual upgrade vault, and then finally in Brutus's lair on the right hand side table. And once you've done this, it will simply come up with the reward screen in this battle pass kind of menu or tab where we can go to view our agents with the Ride the Corn spray. Believe it or not, this spray actually foreshadowed the whole time that we'd be getting the Dragacorn glider, as it literally shows in cartoon form well what we did with this glider when riding it, or at the very least equipping it to glide down onto our Battle Royale map. For week 3, Deadpool is now sat playing Fortnite. He's made an appearance out of the toilet, as you can see, and the first challenge we need to complete in week 3's challenge set is find Deadpool's toilet plunger, which can be found on the right hand side wall of TNTina's agent lair, which is honestly really cool that we can access all of these without actually unlocking the skins, considering you'd need to be level 100 for some of the secret or hidden rewards we can unlock for Midas. But regardless, as you can see on the right hand side, here is the toilet plunger, and obviously this is the completion of the first challenge. Next up, we have destroy 3 toilets. Now this is the best location, as you can see on screen right now, that we're going to be visiting in order to unlock this spray. As you can see is the reward on the computer challenge set loading screen. Also bear in mind that Salty Springs is kind of a hot spot for people to land anyways, so just take precaution when landing here, don't be stupid, make sure you pick up some weapons. And as you can see, this account's that fresh that we only have Salty Springs as one of the uncovered areas. All you need to do is go upstairs and obviously go into the bathroom, being the first one that locates in Salty Springs itself. The next one is downstairs in this house, and as you can see, we're going to destroy it right now. And try not to die by this guy who's going to come in. God damn it. With me dying, obviously we're now going to have to land back at this house that we didn't visit previously, and I don't know if it works on the same toilets if you actually do them over 2 games, but we're just going to collect the last one right here upstairs. And as you can see, when we do this, if we can get it instead of the sink, we've completed the challenge. Upon leaving this particular game, obviously we're granted the weight grenade spray as previously mentioned, but this is what it looks like in a more close-up form, which honestly is kinda cool. And from equipping or claiming this, when we go back over to the Battle Pass HQ or Deadpool's secret lair and his computer now, we can actually access the week 4 challenges, and we also see another development, Deadpool's disappearance, and the first challenge then being, if we actually go on the computer, as you can see a katana is stuck in the mirror, is find Deadpool's katanas, 2 of which are located around this Battle Pass HQ somewhere in separate rooms. The first one obviously being, well, in the mirror. We collect that, and basically it's glitched out, destroy 3, what? We just picked up a katana. Anyways, the second one is in Maya's upgrade vault, and you will see that on the floor right here, that we can then pick up, completing this challenge which hasn't glitched out this time thankfully. And then going back to the computer, the next challenge to earn the katana back bling for Deadpool himself is deal 10,000 damage to opponent structures, which I'm going to be showing right now can be easily done in one game of Team Rumble. Okay, so I think we're incredibly close to completing this now, and some tips I would have for you guys is actually to just land at the circle so you can get everything out of the supply drops like explosives, guns. Proximity mines are actually very helpful in doing this very quickly, and as you can see after quite some time in this exact game, we've completed the challenge of dealing 10,000 damage to enemy structures. Finally, we have our fully cracked out Deadpool and a ton of other awards from leveling up the certain amount of levels that I actually managed to progress through here. And yeah, that was in one game. Considering the fact how easy it is to level up at the earlier ranks, I only went from level 5 to level 8, and I would be much higher than that if I were to go in multiple games. Heading back over to our Deadpool computer now, I believe we're on week 5 already? Yeah, we are. So the first one is find Deadpool's stuffed unicorn, and that is located, I believe, in Meowscles' lair on the left hand side instead of the right hand side like the pistol that we could find in here. And yes, it is on the floor near his weights and set of kind of, you know, these weights themselves. And once we pick that up, that is that challenge complete that's also glitched out again. The next challenge is to visit red, yellow, green, blue and purple steel bridges, which is kind of annoying and kind of a strain to do, but let's get into a game and show you guys, well, all of these locations. The first location, as you can see, is just on the outskirts of Slurpy Swamp, and I recommend again doing this in Team Rumble and working to your own advantage. As you can see, we have 1 out of 5 now visited. Obviously from hopping off where the battle bus first flies over, so you can then respawn and fly to other locations. Honestly, it's up for your personal preference though to decide that, considering in Team Rumble you can't get helicopters, which could very much speed up this process to easily do them in one game. And as you can see, we are now at the Red Bridge, which is located just on the outskirts of Salty Springs. From making our way up to the outskirts of Pleasant Park from here at the Red Steel Bridge at Salty Springs, we reach the Blue Bridge. And obviously, in this game now, the storm circle is closing in, so we're going to hop into another one so it doesn't look all scuffed and in the storm in terms of the gameplay I'm showing you. In this second game right now, we're about to reach, I believe this is the Green Steel Bridge, but yeah, it was directly below the battle bus again, which definitely helps. And yep, that is the Green Bridge, literally just on the outskirts of Frenzy Farm. The final one, as you can see, is the yellow one that we've basically done in this order anyways, which is on the outskirts of Misty Meadows. That obviously links the bridge between, well, over the water from Misty Meadows to Retail Row, eventually up the road. Upon leaving this game, we are met with the Cuddle Time Coupe, obviously a loading screen of Deadpool firstly teasing not only his unique mythic boss weapon, the hand cannon, on this kind of gun satchel right here on the left hand side, but him in bed with his cuddle teddy bear. Here we are in Deadpool's lair again, and he seems to be trying to fix what's happening, which seems to be a leaking pipe anyways, that eventually, as we know, does flood his agent lair that you will have seen across YouTube or social media. And the week 6 first challenge is find Deadpool's big black marker, which we're going to be going to and showing you guys where that is right now. If I can exactly remember, I believe it's in Brutus's room, but I may be mistaken, but yep, it's right here on the right hand side to Brutus, the big black marker. And the second challenge if this doesn't glitch out again like all of these seem to have been anyways, is to actually deface ghost or shadow posters, and I'm just going to show you guys that real quick on the PC. 3 in total that we need to deface, whether what team we decide to do this for. Supposedly Salty Springs and Holly Hedges are the best place to do these, considering there are the most posters located around these areas, but this is what happens when you deface the posters from clicking your interact or pick up weapon button. They basically get revamped in this Deadpool theme. Here's another one at Holly Hedges and what shadow looks like when you deface it anyways. And finally, another shadow poster that we need to deface is right here, and at Holly Hedges they're very easy to find as it's a very small place too, so let's leave the game and look at our reward now. This rewards us with the Merc wrap, obviously in this Deadpool theme, that's really cool, simplistic yet clean looking. And finally, from going to Deadpool's lair, we're caught up to week 7, which means now the week 8 reward we can earn is the unmasked variant for finding firstly Deadpool's floaty, again, which can be found in Sky's agent lair, believe it or not like the unicorn one in Meowscles' lair, but in a Deadpool theme. And then secondly, dance at Deadpool's yacht party, which is literally perform any emote you have despite throwing up a sticker on the yacht on the dance floor. And honestly, when landing here, make sure to just get there straight away, because these henchmen are like laser beams with their guns. They must have aimbot on or something, as I'm sure you must have all been aware at some point from actually trying to do something, yet being shot by them. And of course, upon leaving this game or dying, we are granted with the mask of selectable style for Deadpool, which we can now claim or equip, but there's one more final style that we can actually physically see right now, despite the secret week 10 reward that people speculate is coming, being the X-Force variant that you will see on the computer. And the first challenge that we need to do in order to actually try and earn this or progress toward it is find Deadpool's shorts, of which can be located in Midas's lair over his chair. And speaking of Midas's lair, how cool does it look now, considering the Doomsday device is literally almost like exploding, can't contain itself anymore, or anything other of the sort, surging with energy. But yeah, the shorts are on the left hand side over the chair right here. The final challenge now is to salute Deadpool's pants, rewarding us with the X-Force variant for Deadpool, which can either be done at Sweaty Sands or the yacht itself, and we're going to be going to the yacht to showcase where that is. As you can see, we're closing in on the pants right now, and don't worry about having the salute emote, because this is interactive and can't be destroyed in itself, so this will always be here even if you were to dismantle the full yacht or have it completely destroyed. And upon leaving this game, of course, we are now granted the X-Force selectable style for Deadpool, and again, you can simply just earn the skin if you're not bothered about the other rewards, and then progress to week 8 and even week 9 to get this as your 4th weekly reward. Also, fun fact, you don't need to be wearing the mask when rocking this style for Deadpool, as it's a colour style, not a selectable style, so that means you can have mask on or mask off version of X-Force Deadpool or just normal Deadpool. With Deadpool now fully maxed out, there's only one more reward in the Battle Pass menu to actually earn, which is kind of secret, which is Agent Peely's spy card from firstly visiting, and you need to do all of these in order that I do, so pay close attention to what I do here. We need to turn all of these valves in this particular order, firstly right, then left, then top, then bottom, and if we do this, Agent Peely, as you can see, will appear behind the computer, confirming that this step is done correctly. Next up, we need to go down into TNTina's lair and actually explode one of her machinery pieces. We need to simply just keep tapping X or whatever button on Xbox it is to actually jump normally, and upon doing this, when it explodes, the kind of jingle that confirms we've done this correctly is out of the fridge on the right hand side, which is the Agent Peely Smoothie variant, or just the Peely Smoothie variant that we've seen in the Season 9 trailer. Next, we need to go down to Meowscles' lair, and this is even easier. On the left hand side, we need to keep tapping again the jump button on this particular toy and make it fall off this giant scratch pole, considering Meowscles is a giant cat, and Agent Peely again will confirm we've done this correctly by appearing from behind it. Finally, in Midas's lair, all we need to do is turn this music box right near the Doomsday device near the window where the engineer picture is that he has in here, who's obviously helped him construct the Doomsday device, and upon doing this, on the very left hand side of this room, Agent Peely will confirm we've done this correctly by emerging out from behind the painting of Brutus, and once we've done this, this reward screen will be granted with the Agent Peely Banana Badge spy card. Moving on in the 12.61 most recent or final season Season 2 update, this challenge set was added called Storm the Agency, of which now we're going to be showing and breaking down the quickest possible way to not only complete each individual challenge, perhaps multiple in the same game, but also earn the subtotal reward. The first two challenges can be done in one game indefinitely. Land at the Agency, which will reward us with 40,000 XP, and swim over Doomsday hatches, 5 of which surrounding the Agency need to be swam over in total, which will also grant us 40,000 XP, and upon leaving the game that you're currently in, if you did this, you will see this reward screen granting you both milestones of 40,000 XP, which is 80,000 so far. The next XP challenge is to actually just survive 10 storm circles. This is pretty self-explanatory and doesn't need to be done in the same game, and whether or not this takes you 10, 5 or even 3 games or even less than that, it will reward you upon leaving your final game, whether you win or not, with this 40,000 extra XP milestone, making it up to the total of 120,000 in this challenge set. Moving on to the cosmetic rewards, the first one we're going to be covering being this Steel Shadow harvesting tool. We need to open a faction lock chest at different spy bases, and here are all the spy bases around the map that I went to that I'm not going to be showcasing just because this video doesn't need to be any longer if it's not necessary. Again, upon opening your final chest, this is what it will look like in game, and upon leaving, when you're notified that you've just unlocked a brand new reward. The final challenge in this challenge set, rewarding us with 2 cosmetics, if you did them also in this order, is eliminate 3 different henchmen at different safe houses around the map. Here are all the locations I went to in order to complete this, and this can be done in the same game if you have a helicopter, but make sure one thing is certain. Before leaving each location, ensure you've eliminated 3 henchmen fully, and upon doing this you should not only see each time your progress bar for this challenge progress in thirds, but upon completing it, it will look like this. When you've just completed the challenge and after leaving the game, you will be rewarded with this wrap and finally the subtotal glider reward. Also in the 12.61 update, granted straight away upon logging on or after for the first time, we saw some additional cosmetics obviously put onto everybody's account who own the Maya skin, being the level 1 battle pass skin in season 2. Here is what that reward screen looked like right now, and obviously if you've not already customized your Maya skin fully and finalized it so it's saved in your locker forever, make sure to do so now because you won't get the chance to if you haven't when season 3 releases. Speaking of loading screens also, here is one of the free ones you simply get for logging on, which I'm guessing everybody's aware of, but most interestingly, as you can see in the item shop, there is a loading screen that we can only gift, costing obviously 0 V-Bucks, meaning it's free to gift to another player. So if you negotiate with a friend to send this to each other, it's kind of like getting it for yourself for free. And Epic Games, can we please have some rewards that are just 0 V-Bucks that we can buy, like the Rust Bucket back in the day in season 3 of chapter 1? This would be greatly appreciated out there for all of us, perhaps solo players or people that don't have many active friends on their account. With that said, that literally covers all the free items we can currently earn in Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2 until it ends anyways and they disappear forever, so I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you made it up until this point, don't forget to comment down below #free items so I know you watched the full thing, and I'll give your comment, everybody who does this, a heart. Don't forget, considering this video was long, if you want to keep referring back to it or want to show your support, slap a like in it down below as it's also much appreciated, and make sure you subscribe to the channel by hitting the big red button and also turning on all notifications so that you never miss any future uploads now, and that you're notified straight away when I do upload on the lead up to season 3, as so many news and information or leak pieces are going to be surfacing. Hopefully I can also recognise you guys in the comment section of those future videos to come from remaining active on the channel, and I'm out, so have an amazing rest of your day or night wherever you are whenever you're watching. Have a good one, take it easy, and as always, peace.